leagues. I'm here with Aura and I believe someone else, unless Castle is going there.
I copy. Dang. Oh, okay. So HP, audience member tonight. We got Boo in the building. Yeah, HP is in the audience right now.
HP is kind of a bum. Mm-mm.
It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes the ones that curated got to take some time vacation. You know what I mean? But always. Uh, so Zap and I don't know how to pronounce the other guy. I just call it Yo. Gosh. All right.
Let me just get everything up and ready real quick.
It's gonna be two light heavyweights.
Yes.
Ah, both of them making a debut today. Also, and this our only fight I think right now where it's only no. We got Lamar making a debut. Also middleweight amateur.
Yeah, a lot of new faces today. Hopefully, we can see some good matches that can possibly give them a chance at the big league. Or you being a professional fighter yourself, what do you think it takes in order to become, great and become, elite into the UBA space and just see what's happening?
I think the biggest thing is fight everybody that makes you feel uncomfortable. I think if you start training that way off jump, you start getting into these fights, so you're going to start showing your versatility between lots of different fighters, and that's what's going to catch people's attention. Biggest thing is consistently growing. As I always say, shout out to the big Ty NATO. That guy is the gold standard of continuing to progress. So I think that's one of the biggest things. And also lean into your community and train with your guys. These guys are your peers. How do you feel about it, Pablo?
Unfortunately, I have not been very active into this game or just in general in fighting, but I remember when I was taking a lot of this, a bit seriously, I just remembered that you just have to like keep learning and keep learning like different styles, trying to fight, multiple different people because everyone has their own different styles, and I think that in order to be great, you need to be, consistent, always learning, always figuring out like how to be better at this game, and honestly in actual boxing too, just keep progressing, keep learning what you can do better, and hopefully it just comes out to work out.
No, definitely. I think our fighters joined. Do we have both of them down the lobby waiting? Good. Well, yeah, as you said, Pablo, definitely. I think just being able to consistently train. One thing that tends to discourage people, especially if you're an amateur right now getting into the league, there is a live and then there's a PTC if you ever heard of it, the public test server or channel. And the thing is, sometimes you will be nerfed, sometimes the update will be crispy, but always learn your style and your meta for that. It's going to be frustrating for sure. Just got to stick with it.
Yeah, I do believe, at this state of the game, especially the last time I played, and just overall, because I've been playing this game since I think release. So just realizing this game, in most styles, yes, you can have a sense of, finding what you can do. But I've seen like a lot of things, especially in, I think it was update or like V5 or 6, that a lot of what people were called quote the meta was just straight pressuring and high guard. And granted, a lot of those scenarios, like a lot of people like to adjust obviously to how to punch, how to get damage and all that. But I feel like in order to make this game like complete, it has to be like benefiting all styles, which I do think they did in one of the other PTCs, but I don't know. Last time I played, it didn't feel well.
No, I get you. I think also the boxing, the element of just boxing and what that experience means to you, especially translating it into VR, is definitely what's going to
Hmm.
judge whether you enjoy your experience through some of these updates or not. I think if you just
Yeah,
keep it
absolutely.
boxing, you're going to love it. Alright,
All right,
second
but
round.
getting into this first fight of the night, we got Zap in the blue corner, and I'm just gonna say Yash in the red corner as we start the first fight of the night. Nice combinations early, I believe, from Zap.
Yeah, Zap is putting on some good volume. Josh is definitely trying to go to that body, stack that long-term punishment. Zap is already in almost halfway.
You know, standing that orthodox stance from Zap, he seemed to be a little bit, you know, center line when he's throwing these shots. I think automatically if he could start trying to apply and add some head movement to his game, because he's getting caught a little bit upstairs now.
Yeah, Zap's throwing out those double jabs. He had that long-term punishment up for a little bit, but fast recovery for Yash says they want body shots. Oh, Yash going downstairs. It'll go straight to the stomach.
Do like how Zap is putting pressure early into this fight.
Yeah, for sure. He's putting on a lot of volume. I'm just wondering what is intentional or what is just reactionary. But right now, Yash is getting the worst end of these exchanges, where he was finding some success going to the body at first. Ooh, going back to his game plan. Long turn.
Ooh, nice lead overhand from Yash right there. Ooh, another one to compliment it. He's getting tagged up a little bit here. He needs to move his head more. Ooh, big combinations now.
Zap might be going down. Oh, punches to get out of there. Recovery is a little bit slow though.
Yeah, Yash has done everything he needs to adjust in these early rounds. Ooh, big left hand right there. As we go to the end of this first round match.
Right there, I think Yash definitely takes that round. I mean, it's close. The reason why I go for him is because those body shots that he was able to get in there and then get out. That was definitely getting some combinations near the mid portion of the round. You see the punishment bar on Yash go up halfway, but it seems like long-term punishment overall, Zap was taking the most damage. Definitely liking his volume. He just needs to understand what is the best game plan in order to put his opponent down instead of just trying to land a bunch. So, this update, one thing I know is early off, aim for the body. Then once your opponent is in danger, then you can start countering to the head. Keep laying into the body, and they're gonna be in trouble the whole round. You guys see that punishment? You see how that punishment bar was standing up? That punishment bar was looking like bad credit. You don't get out of that pretty quick. Oh, we're getting into round two. Yash back into the action.
All right, I'm back. My bad. Had to go do something real quick.
Sir. Ooh. That gets caught with some great counters.
Nice looping shot coming from Yash. He is definitely adjusting as a left hand tags him on the outside again.
Dang.
This might
it's only a matter of time
to the end of this round. Zap trying to do whatever means necessary to try and survive here. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you.
Oh, you're good. Oh, he's recovering though. He's able to fight off Yash.
Yeah, massive combinations again, and he's tagged up. Zap in a world of trouble right now. Yash
about
not
to
trying
to
force the finish and let it come naturally.
That's the thing though. He can apply the pressure right now. Oh, and he teleports for a quick water break or something. But now we're back. Zap trying to figure out a new game plan. Oh, but it's not working too well.
Yeah, big action early for this event.
Oof. Yash getting out the way. He was standing still a little too long, letting Zap just land any punch he could through the defense.
Oh, massive right hand to drop Zap. Oh my goodness, lightning fast shot to put him right on his feet. Or butt in this case, actually, my bad.
Yeah, zapped him right on his feet. Something like that.
Exactly.
Right now,
Last
10
10
seconds
seconds
left on
here.
the clock.
Oh, and a left hand complimenting him again. Oh, but he gets
Oh,
caught.
but then Yash gets caught. Right at the
Oh
end, he
my
gets stunned.
goodness.
But since he established his dominance and his power already, Zap wasn't really that willing to capture it. I mean, I don't even know if he had stunned him, knew that he stunned him, but there's a replay of that knockdown from Yash, the second round.
Yeah, it was a nice right hand that landed right where it needed to be and just dropped Zap all the way down to that canvas. You know, the shift of this fight has really changed over the course of time. We are going into these last 2 minutes, I believe, now. No, in the beginning, Zap was putting on that pressure, but Yash quickly adjusted, and now he is up 2 rounds, I believe.
Yeah, Yash was dictating most of the second round. I think in the in the first round, Zap was trying to control the pace by upping the volume, but it wasn't really phasing Yash that much. I want to see how he then comes up with a new plan to take control of the pace in the third round.
Nice straight shot from Josh right there. Yeah, Zap, I don't know. He's kind of really telegraphing these shots. And I think just Josh is really adjusted. And it's very good work from him early into his career as his debut match. Oh, nice left hand on the outside. Big combinations now.
Dang.
This might be the beginning to the end.
That was near 200 damage and only 3 punches.
Now Josh needs to make sure he doesn't punch himself out, doing too many combinations, gets caught. Oh! But some nice shots landing in for Yash. But, you know, Zap is still getting tapped a lot here. He needs to really, like I said in the beginning of this fight, he needs to move that head more. He's kind of just like moving it. Yeah, he's more just moving it just to move and not coordinated.
I mean, watch this. As he goes for the body, I mean, it's so slow for him to get out, get in, and then pulling his hand back in time. Look, he keeps his hand down while the double jab.
Oh, I think he dropped his controller there. Oh, big right hand upstairs. Zap is hurt again, and a 72 left hook. Oh my God, big action here early. Oh, match play. My bad. A little rusty, Oh my goodness, another shot.
He just keeps stunning him. He has to go down soon.
It is unbelievable. Yeah, it is unbelievable how he's still on his toes right now.
Wow.
Let's go.
Last 10 seconds. Can we see something here? Oh my goodness. Massive right
that Michael Venom page right there.
Oh my. A devious cross at the end of the third and final round to settle this match.
That was one of Michael Venom page punches. He had traveled across the ring to get that one.
You know, that shot really reminded me of the Carlos Prates versus Leon Edwards. Just a straight right down the pipe, landed where it needs to be.
Yeah.
He just went down. Oh my. An amazing statement tonight here from Josh for a debut match. Oh my, what a way to set the stage off early. Oh, that was such a nice right hand. God, that was pretty.
And then he flexes right after that. No. Definitely great stuff. I definitely think
that. Ooh.
Look,
sorry,
definitely a great debut. He does need some work to perfect just what he has. He has a good eye for a good game plan, right? He started off early, going for the body, not prioritizing being a headhunter. And I think it paid off in the long term, especially against somebody who is heavy volume for your first fight. Great stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one thing to really take in from this entire match was the adjustments Yash made. Like, at the end, he was getting high pressured from Zap, but by the mid of the first round, he just quickly adjusted and then he was just dominating after that. I'm pretty sure he won every single round.
Yeah, no, for sure. He definitely won every single round. And once again, it's because he just had a really great game plan. And with the volume that he was putting out there, everything was very intentional, especially accumulating and coming to that just the conclusion of the third round, seeing all those stuns and all those high power punches, seeing close to 200 damage in a one combination. Extremely wild.
Yeah, high expectations for the later in fight. But we have some good names up here. We have Naaman that's shown himself multiple times in the AMAs, and so is C-Tuck. C-Tuck, you know, I've personally fought C-Tuck multiple times. You know, the more I fight him and spar him, the more improvement I'm seeing in each of his fighting. But we will see later tonight as it is the main event.
Oh yeah.
No,
One thing I
no.
want to do is like translating your spars into your fights. Whenever you're sparring, definitely focus on something that you're going to work on, but train like you fight. Reason why is because sometimes people they get a lot of confidence sparring, but the thing is it does not actually emulate or get you ready for a real fight. Um, Definitely as you spar, know your intensity, know your limits. Don't push yourselves too hard, guys. Rest. But don't underestimate how intense your spars should actually be up to a fight.
All right, 40 seconds left on the clock here for our next matchup. It will be Luca, which is very surprising as a man who has been in the server for a very long time, but, you know, doesn't really seem to fight. But that is no different from tonight. He will be showing his skills against Scrub P.
I don't know how y'all guys be coming up with some of these names and stuff, but I'm here for it.
No, absolutely. Has been some interesting names in here, but, you know, we don't talk about it.
Nice. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. We got Bingling, Slove in the building, Iron. Shout out to some of the amateurs that's fighting tonight, like Naaman. Shout out to Luca. And then we got one of our highlight guys, 1 HP. Not to be mistaken with 2 HP, 3 HP, both. No, it's 1 HP.
Alrighty. Well, it does look like I believe we might be skipping that fight because the timer has reset. So, I don't know, maybe some confirmation from production. But as we are waiting for this next matchup, I would like to show everyone's attention to the main of the screen, Llama versus John Jones at UBA Houston, July 11th, 6 p.m. EST, where John will be looking to have his first defense over number 1 Llama. You know, this has been a very this has been a very anticipated fight. Llama has been absent due to some, you know, legal and IRL complications, but he is back and he is ready to show out. His last match being pretty recently to number 7th ranked Pooper. Unfortunately, Pooper lost that match, and now Llama is still at the number 1 spot, getting a chance to see gold. Not to disclaim any other titles or anything like that, as our co-main event being a BMF bout with Roatan and Adonis. I think this is the first time Adonis has been shown out to look through a different type of belt than his division belt. So it would be very interesting to see. You know, Adonis has been in the game for a very long time, and so has Roatan. You know, Roatan being holding previously the BMF. So it would be a very interesting match. One man trying to get it back, one man trying to get it for the first time.
Yeah, Rotan is an OG power puncher of the likes like Nat Boy, Yo Boy, those kind of guys. Love those guys because they may be extremely heavy on the power punching, but they got some skill too. I love seeing them. One person that I do want to mention, as we mentioned, Llama and John Jones in the lightweight. division also looking forward to seeing when Japan's going to get back active in the ring. There's been some guys that we haven't seen on the scene. Yo boy being
Mm,
one.
you know,
Also, uh-huh.
now that you just said that, the fourth fight of the main card will be Japan and Rico. Rico going down a division, seeing no efforts
Mm.
again in middleweight, so dipping his toes in different waters. So that would be a very good matchup.
Hey, look,
But
facts.
continue what you were saying about Yo Boy and all that.
Yeah, I was gonna say also, shout out to the Adonis for IRL win in the amateurs.
Oh yeah, he did. I think he has mentioned a lot of times in UBA general that he had his first AMA bout. Unfortunately, I'm not aware of that until just now, but it's a thought that counts.
Facts.
Or now speaking of Adonis and Rotan and all of that, you have personally fought Adonis, so what do you think Rotan needs to do to, adjust? Unfortunately, you beat Adonis, but.
So, one thing I try to do or try not to do is spill too much about fighters that I fight, to a fight. But one thing I will say is I won't say how to quote unquote beat them, but I'll talk about their perks.
Yeah, that's what I
One
mean
thing
when
that
I.
Sure, for sure. One thing that's great about Adonis is he's really great when it comes to pressure fighting. Very accurate.
Mm,
His punches make sense. They're very matter of fact, right? He's not going to throw any kind of punches that makes no sense. He knows his angles. He knows how to put you into punishment. And if you let him and if you stay there, he's going to pick you apart. So you always have to stay moving. That's all I'm going
yeah.
to spill. But Adonis really great fighter. He's been since our fight. He's been improving and training more. I think me, Zoto, and Adonis was actually training the other day. So he's around some really good guys. And I haven't heard too much from Roatan. I think I need to get up with him, with that brother, and stuff like that. Run some sessions with him. It looks like we're going to be having some entertaining fights coming soon. The division is definitely active. The divisions are active, guys. If you haven't been trying to train with anybody, lock in. What you been doing lately, Pablo? You been training at all? When you gonna start stepping
uh,
into?
See, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm being completely honest, I've lost the love for the game. I've been playing since, like I said earlier, since November and it on release, and I don't know. It's just I feel like this game definitely peaked when the early leagues were coming up, but as I just kept playing and playing, I've just gradually lost the love for the game. I think, and it's just another key thing with how much the game changes, because you can look at today and see how much it's changed than last year, and it's significantly different. So I don't know. I haven't really been too much in the fighting game, well, except for UFC 6. Hey, if y'all want that work, just hit me up, bro. I'll cook you. But other than that, I just haven't really been active. Nor have I really been active in just UBA and stuff too, because I kind of just been doing my own thing.
I get you. And do you feel like you just need a different experience around different fighters, or do you feel like it's just the overall
Hmm.
game itself?
Yeah, I feel like it's just the game itself. If I'm being honest, I just feel like a lot of shots, and it's respectable that the game isn't obviously perfect. Like, it's just for my personal views and take. It's just, I see that it's really different. Just like how punishment and how different fighting styles like don't really work. Like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, and especially with the physics in this game and how they try to map out punching systems and coordination with
Yeah, try to push
different
too much.
shots.
Push too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't
definitely
know.
get
It's
that.
that. Yeah, it's just been really iffy about it too. I never really have got. Well, I've gotten obviously chances to play, but I've just, like I said, been doing my own thing.
I get you on that, man. Well, glad to have you on the commentating panel, brother.
You know, absolutely. It feels really good to be back. You know, a little bit rusty, of course, stuttering and not finding my words right, but you know, hey, I'm just happy to be here with you, bro. Fuck, you're not gonna be. What? Who said that?
Look, you want to know what's funny? To be honest, at times when I feel like I'm frustrated with the game, I'll be like, man, you know what? I'm just gonna be commentating. You just comment.
Like, don't get me wrong. I love this. I love Thrill of the Fight. I feel like it has like helped me with like different aspects and seeing stuff with fighting. Not even just like how I'm gonna fight real, cause you be stupid if you think I'm gonna fight like Thrill of the Fight and the same. All right, but enough about me and just personal stuff. We are now to the second match. We got Sneaky and Speedy. Try not to get mixed up with that. Speedy in the blue, Sneaky in the brown. Wow, I already know I'm at a butcher.
Body punches right there. Look at him.
Oh, good body work there early. Start building up that long-term damage.
Got someone saying Sneaky gonna destroy Speedy. Let's see if that rings true.
Ooh, nice early shots from Sneaky. Little sneaky uppercut there, no pun intended. Oh, wow, the mixing up, the variety of the shots that Sneaky is throwing are, well, pretty sneaky. I gotta stop, man.
His angles are great. You can see he's leaning out the way and he's choosing his punches based off of how Speedy is exposing himself. As you see right there, the right body hook to the left side.
It makes it known to come upstairs and then immediately rips to the body. This is what I also do in UFC. Ooh, that body shot hurt him. Speedy trying to make it seem that he is not hurt, but it is definitely shown in his face.
He's not fighting him off.
Quick replay. Yeah, that looping shot there really hurt him. For
Speedy coming back with some counters.
We did skip some fights due to some, late absences, which does happen a lot in AMA. So we are sorry if your fight got missed. We'll try and make it up to you. Ooh,
Speedy gets caught hard. If he doesn't do something too quick, he's going to get put down. 5 seconds left.
Yeah, we could already see it in that body. The bruising is starting to build up along with that long-term punishment. Nice early game plan for his opponent. Speedy will need to try to find a way to adjust to these body shots. Man, look at the body work is definitely a key factor into this fight already.
The thing is, Sneaky needs to know how to move his head while he's down there. He's staying down there too long. Somebody who can throw counter punches that low is going to catch him. He's leaning and he's dipping, but he's staying there. He's not moving back quick. He's not knowing how to get in and out. But he's successful so far. But I always try to point out, never practice bad habits. So he'll catch up eventually.
Yeah, absolutely. Not trying to oversee Sneaky's game plan. There are some flaws into his fighting style. Ooh, nice crushing right hand. Speedy trying to counter these inside shots. Yeah, he definitely needs to find a way to capitalize on these body shots. The punishment is really building.
And the thing is,
a few uppercuts. Oh! And he gets caught. This might be Speedy's opportunity. Oh!
No. Sneaky comes back with a counter, puts him deep into punishment. Almost puts him down.
Not to get too overzealous. He saw an opportunity, but Speedy got... Ooh. A little bit of a kneel right there. I don't know.
Sneaky still going in. And the thing is, Speedy, I don't think it's really adjusting.
Ooh!
He catches
Don't
him
mean to
good.
cut you off, but some big shots coming from Speedy. But a left
no.
hand. We do not talk about that voice crack. Holy.
Dang, that was sneaky. Look at him. XL stop.
Yeah, we can really see the punishment building. You know, I would really just start now anticipating the shots coming downstairs for this long-term punishment. Granted, he is mixing it up, but I would bake more shots coming first than for a chance. Ooh, wait. I think a little shot right there hurt Sneaky a bit.
I think big thing is Sneaky just needs to get in, drop those shots to the body, get out, do the same, and then on those counters when Speedy throws, then you can start going up top. And the thing is, Speedy's throwing enough to where you have tons of opportunities to counter. Ooh, but it's Speedy that counters at that moment.
As we go into these last few rounds, some big opening shots, a 1-2 right there for Sneaky. Unofficial scorecard has it 2-0 Sneaky. Speedy will need a knockdown or two to have a sort of a chance to settle this fight. You know, Aura, what do you think are some things that Speedy needs to adjust to? You are a very intelligent fighter, as most people will say, and I believe you have said. So what do you think?
I think the biggest thing is Speedy needs to understand his distance and jab at distance. Sneaky is getting up close so that he can get those body shots in. A lot of people try to use their hands to cover those body shots. Body shots are best evaded more than blocked. So if he's able to do that, stay at distance, do those jabs, and when Sneaky's down, sitting on those punches, you gotta go with those overhands over the top of that guard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right here you see Speedy is trying to move in and trying to close distance unnecessarily with a high guard up close but getting hit to the body. He's not protecting himself for the punches he knows is going to come.
Speedy's more worried about trying to counter these body shots, but he needs to be more defensively sound so he can get a better opportunity.
Ooh, he's able to get those hooks in. Like I said, Sneaky keeps himself down too long.
Yeah, the almost up jab is starting to work well now. Complementing that body jab coming from Sneaky.
My whole thing is, how does Sneaky get the knockdown? He's been putting him deep into punishment, but Pablo, how does he finish the fight?
You know, I think that he's going to anticipate if he does get, you know, Speedy hurt here, that Speedy is going to try and counter back, but I don't think that's the best option. I think what Sneaky could do is, a little bit of a cheap shot right there.
I think he was trying to, I think he broke his wrist.
Not sure if a injury coming into this fight was acknowledged, but alright, looks like he will bear it. He's asking to stand and bang. This might be what Speedy needs.
Let's see.
Some nice getting in.
He's getting him.
Albeit,
oh, look at that
celebration.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is the red corner.
Sneaky putting a statement, adding another win to that record here.
Oh, check your messages real quick, brother.
So how they figured I was bent, yeah. Look, put it all on me, man, I'm open. Free throw, kid view, wanna end goal and tiptoe on my way to the end zone, man.
All right, now we go to the next match of the night, Waffle versus Sugar, and it's a little cut off, but I'm assuming it says Ray. According to production, one of the fighters are in and is ready to throw down. Both fighters being 1-0. Good test for each other's skill. But unfortunately, 1-0 has to go. This event is brought to you by Sheath. Use code UBA30 to get 30% off. Well, I'm sorry, Sheath UBA30. That's apologies. Most of these fight and productions are brought here and provided by Sheath. So if you want these events and you love what you're seeing here, please go ahead and go to Sheath and get some nice underwear.
All on me and I ain't even stressed about it. Look, all on me and I ain't even pressed about it. Yeah, all on me and I ain't even stressed about it. Hut 1, Hut 2, show why they upset about it. Chats with my brothers have me feeling like I'm chosen. I ain't know that they
So looks like we will be having a replacement here. Slove will be stepping in. Or, wait, hold on. Yeah, okay. Slove will be coming in to fight against Sugar Ray. Slove, oh, that's kind of crazy. Slove has shown here and showed out multiple times. You know, fun fact, I believe Slove is one of the oldest fighters in UBA. Alright, we are moments here from fighting action. Again, right there, as you can see in the middle of the screen, poster made by yours truly only. No, okay. UBA Houston, July 11th, 6 p.m. EST, where John Jones will be making his first title defense against Llama. In the co-main event, being complimented by Roatan and for the BMF vacant title. So we start the action. 2 minutes to go. A little bit of a feeling out process here early. Ooh! Nice combination from both fighters here. You know, the matchmakers definitely knew what they were doing. Very nice stylistically matchup here. Nice opening shots coming here from Slove, but Sugar's going to compliment it. Nice overhand coming from Sugar. Looks like Slove is putting right back on the pressure. Ooh! Nice colliding of shots there as both fighters connect. Does look like Sugar is getting the upper hand of these combinations. Slove is trying to capitalize and adjust as need be. You see there in the replay, nice combination coming from Sugar and Slove. Ooh! Believe an uppercut slips in for Slove. The UG still has the power and those gloves. Do not discriminate over this age gap. Oh, nice jab. Slove still showing here. He has what it's got to stay in the AMAs. Ooh. Sugar has an end combination. Has 2 minutes to go. Ooh, a little bit of
war right there.
Yeah, a little bit of showboating there. See here, nice combination.
Dang.
Yeah, a little last second shot there, but the show must go on. It is what it is. Welcome back, Aura.
Greetings, man.
I have a little bit of backup step in for Sugar Ray, but even then, this was a very good backup. The matchmakers, like I said earlier, do know what they're doing. It's a very nice, stylistic, competitive matchup right here. Both fighters are on their toes, honestly, at the same pace.
I agree with you, man. Like, and these are the kind of challenges that you don't usually find. A lot of times it's put together. A lot of times, you know, people have to make that connection.
Fight.
They have a huge space.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice rip to the body there from Slove. Sugar trying to counter. Ooh.
Overhand.
Nice jab. Yeah, I will bet all my money that Sugar is going to try and set up that right overhand again. It has been a very key factor in his fighting tonight.
Ooh. And I think, you know, Sugar just has to have a little bit better head movement. Well, not a little bit, but he definitely has to start moving his head a lot more. Getting caught on the line. Not really doing much to avoid stopping these punches.
Yeah, absolutely. One can be said about Slove here. He's taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah, he is.
Although, but he's countering very well.
Dang, that jab's so nice. That duck
A little
under,
bit of
his movement is good.
Absolutely. A little bit of a fact here. Early in his career, Slove was to be a champion in his division in his early days, but now he's just been doing whatever means necessary. But does look like that champion spirit is coming back. Some nice combinations coming from both fighters here. Looks like Sugar is getting the better of the exchanges, though.
Kind of throwing the same consistent punch. Ooh, moves out the way so well.
Yeah, that patented right uppercut coming from Slove, being the southpaw in orthodox stance. He actually switches it up. Oh my! The power has not left him though.
Stop!
So
all right,
interesting.
2 minutes
like,
to go.
It looks just like Rock'em Sock'em Robot, like the way that they're just approaching it, just like standing so square against each other.
Yeah,
To be honest,
absolutely.
it's interesting because it's like, what is each other's game plan to nullify each other? I just feel like both of them are kind of doing the no-no that makes the other one successful, so it's just awkward.
Yeah, a lot of tendencies coming from both of these fighters. Slove in this case using that nice rear uppercut, and Slove complimenting, or sorry, Sugar complimenting with that with that right overhand. One might say it would be a colliding of shots, one polar opposite, one going up top, one going on bottom. Pause. Whoa.
Okay, ready?
That was insane.
Let's go.
I'm gonna let Chad catch that.
Not adding more salt to the wound.
Okay. But both men are kind of mirroring each other right now. Both of them going to the body now, going up top. I think.
Yeah, a lot of countering. Oops, sorry, continue.
But like head movement, and also just like some crisp head movement. It doesn't have to be too much. Just a slip.
Yeah, both fighters, at the end of the round here, a little under a minute 30 to go, have most definitely figured each other out. Now it just has to find its way to win these fight. Oh my, nice opening shots from both fighters. Slove still got that fighting spirit, has never left him.
Like I said, oh wow, okay. Sugar's in deep punishment right now.
Yes, Slove looks like to be getting the end of these punches.
Yeah.
Ooh, another right hand from Sugar.
He's going
Yeah,
to
it's
continue
been
fighting. He
working
doesn't care
wonders.
about that punishment.
Ooh. A little bit of lag there. You know, it does, you know, throw one to take one, and looks like Sugar and Slove has been both doing that. Almost like a slow brawl, but kind of calculated. Again, Sugar getting the best of those exchanges. Like I was saying earlier, they're really just trying to counter the counters. It's really interesting.
Yeah. The thing is, they have to have more patience. The thing is, their timing is awkwardly on the same time. Like, they're both going in at the same time. They're just colliding. It's just who is getting the worst end of the collision is what we're seeing pretty much at this point.
Needless to say, that'll be the end of this match. We'll take it to the judges' decision. Second tonight.
Hey, if it's a draw, would it be surprised?
Looks like Sugar will take it home tonight. Oh, it's kind of curious what the scorecard was there. Ooh, winning every round. Wow, that's actually kind of surprising.
Okay. I mean, I can see it. He definitely did like have more volume and was outpacing Slow for sure in those. The thing was, I was seeing a lot of power from Slow though.
Yeah, a lot of big opening shots. A little bit of 70s there, a little 60s. Big shots, especially for the state Slove is in his career.
I think what we need to do, hey, UBA training sessions happening soon.
All right, we are off to our next battle of the night. Leo versus Pyro. Pretty sure yeah, Pyro. I think I'm saying that right. It's been mentioned multiple times tonight, but July 11th, UBA Houston. Main event, John Jones versus Llama title match. You know, now that I just realized that, I never added a belt to John. I might go change that after this event. Just realized that.
Said championship fight. Need to edit that.
Yeah, I just realized that. Wow. I will go change that. My bad, guys. I'm just, you know, the worst. But yeah, a lot of good fights here. You know, a lot of people aren't really calling this fight out, but Jester is going to be almost making a return against Contour. Or, yeah, Contour, right? Yeah.
Oh, wow, Contour's going to be fighting?
Yeah, Contour now being 2-0. The backup for that fight would be Hello World, and I believe Jester and Hello World have fought previously.
Yeah.
So it would be a very good matchup, I believe. Along as for our undercard. Sorry, continue.
Oh, you're good. I definitely want to see M4 in the ring. I want to see Zoto. I want to see Zoto smoking for sure.
Zoto has been on a hiatus for quite a while now. Hasn't been here for a good bit, but hopefully he's soon to make his return. Granted, knowing his condition, it's you could see in his view it's kind of hard, especially finding, you know, we try to be as even and closely matched in UBA. So him being an EU fighter, especially at, I believe he fights in light heavyweight. Or no, heavyweight, right?
I think so, yeah.
Pretty sure.
Heavyweight. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, not a lot of action really going in that division altogether. Granted, the last thing we've seen from light heavyweight in big significance was Blue versus Bodhi, which was AI, and I don't appreciate that, you know, UBA is posting AI. Them. I don't appreciate that UBA is posting AI on their TikTok. It's kind of odd, but you know.
Hey, look. To be honest, I was there for it. I don't know if I was was I commentating that fight? I don't know.
No clue.
That was really good. That was definitely amazing fight.
Yeah.
I think one thing is the AMAs is really the for lack of better terms, really that like blood of the UBA, because when you have those fresh guys come in and add that talent, they really add a uh different factor into like everything that's going on, because this person may
Hmm.
have the style to take out the champ or to take out the number one contender. And now there's a whole new obstacle in that division. For instance, when Yo Boy came into the light heavyweight division, I definitely knew that he was going to be like that Alex Pereira. But unfortunately, you have these hiatuses that happen at certain times. You may not have some of these fighters that add that different X factor or wow factor as far as the style matchups. We have a lot of really good guys in each division, but it's more so the style matchups that sometimes
Yeah.
we're looking for.
You know, this sport has always shown, this esport has always shown that anything could happen. That, don't back too much on one thing. Good. Another example, which is also AI, and I don't understand why why UFC hasn't done anything. Justin versus Ilya. I don't understand why they're promoting AI. I don't understand why they're just letting
Mm.
Justin put rocks in his hands. But it just might be cope.
No. I
But in all
I
seriousness, though, oh, you can go, you can go.
no, you all straight. I was definitely gonna say, the biggest thing that I always notice is, regardless of if it's an update that comes out or if it's a tournament, there's always some kind of upset, something different that ends up happening. Of course, it's VR boxing, and I think that adds to the entertainment factor even more. Sometimes those losses come and it's a technical issue, but it's the experience, it's the show that's put on while that happens that really makes these events what it is.
This proves that anything could happen. But it does look like we are going to have to skip a few fights, and we're going up to the main event now. Naaman versus C-Tuck. Hopefully, fighters are here. Otherwise, it would be just those three. I'm pretty sure you would have to
I
ask.
mean, if you guys need me to fill in,
Okay.
Ayo wins.
Yeah, motion is all on me. You know I had to double up, it's all on me.
alright, that sounds like a move.
Been free. I had to go double up, it's all on me. You know I had that motion, it's all on me. You know I had to double up, it's all on me. I had
Copy.
to pay dues and it ain't been free. I had to go double up, it's all on me. Yeah, all on me, and I ain't even stressed about it. Look,
It sounds like both fighters are in. We're going on to the fourth match of the night. Unfortunately, I don't know. It's a really consistent thing with the UBA AMAs, man. It's always they're never here.
It's okay. Those who are meant to be here be pulling up, and also those who may not be able to make it, they'll have their days. They'll have their days coming soon where they'll be able to pull up and showcase talent. So.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're setting up here, as you can see from production, this next fight. While we're waiting, I'm gonna try and fix poster. I should not put in here. Do the chat.
all on me, and I ain't even stressed
Hey,
about
man.
it. Look, all on me, and I ain't even pressed about it.
Get in.
All on me, and I ain't even stressed about it. Hut one, hut two.
And to be honest, what would be funny is if we had belts in the AMA, amateur champ.
That would be interesting. I think, like how, or well, actually, never mind. That's like different leagues and stuff. Never mind. I was gonna like mention how like other division, like, cause using UFC as a big example here, like other like divisions and leagues can have like titles, and then those titles and like rep can be like brought into UFC. That's what I was just trying to make. But anyways, We are on to this main event. Starting off hot, C-Tuck in the pink shorts. Naaman rocking the all black.
They're already going at it. Already seeming like a pretty even matchup so far. Just the intensity that they came in with.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shots here. Naaman leaving no room. Yeah, big transition from our last fight. Ooh, nice exiting right hook from C-Tuck right there. He's getting some nice shots and putting on the pressure. Naaman's hurt.
Naaman's deep in punishment right now. The bars was equal for a second.
It's like C-Tuck is not trying to chase the finish, leaving some in the tank for the later rounds. This is a 5-round match. Nice left hook coming from C-Tuck. Man, starting off hot.
Good hits. He's starting to understand the distance right now. Naaman's going to stay at the edge and try to get a body shot there. Oh, and he gets caught. It's a little off his timing right now. All he has to do is adjust to the distance and that timing to be able to counter and not get hit. Oh, now he's coming in with good crisp combinations right there. C-Tuck now adjusting. He knows he has to get the pace of the fight back. Naaman has
no doubt about it.
The tables of the fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Naaman is still, putting on some good shots though. Trying to lead like a big body shot right there. Ooh.
C-Tuck
Landed
responds
nicely.
so well.
Stop fighting.
Yeah, C-Tuck has been known to be a counter fighter.
That right there was just like matching each other's pace. That round right there was literally like drag racing at a point. Because before this moment, so around that like half-minute mark or the half of the round and stuff, where you have like 1 minute and 30 seconds, all you see is C-Tuck start rapidly putting on punishment onto Naaman, and then his recovery starts stacking up, and it seems like he's about to put Naaman down. But Naaman gains his composure after missing some of the timing a couple of moments into their exchanges, and then finding a way to find some success back to even it out at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Naaman.
That round.
Huh? You like cut out. Your mic was like muffled a bit. All good, bro.
You can get into the second round.
Yeah, Naaman's gonna have to make some adjustments here. I think his corner did note that C-Tuck is definitely looking for those counter shots. Naaman is kind of starting the exchanges here, but do not give any credit to where credit is due. C-Tuck is trying to make these shots in order to bait these counters.
Yeah.
See right there, 2 nice hooks coming from Naaman, and then C-Tuck immediately going in.
Okay. Ooh. C-Tuck ducks down, but then comes up with a right hook. I don't think Naaman was expecting that. Naaman just
I do like how C-Tuck is starting to mix up his shots a little bit more here. But like you were saying, yeah, he needs to start moving the head more. He's kind of keeping on the center line. These hooks coming from Naaman are definitely catching him coming on the inside. Some nice little evasive maneuvers right there from Naaman. Some nice shots in. Ooh. What's up, Tornado? Welcome in.
Hey, hubby Ty. Yeah, C-Tuck, it seems like, I don't know if he's just trying to adjust. It seems like he knows Naaman pretty much. And he has his number essentially, but the thing is he's slowing down. I don't know if that's like a gas tank issue right now in the second round or what. But Naaman about to take control of the fight and take a little bit more of the pace back. But now without
Peek a little bit. Ooh. Nice shots on the end of the round here, though. Ooh.
Oh,
Nice 1-2
dang.
coming from C-Tuck. All right, 4 minutes down.
XL says, dang, naming kind of box like me. Dang, I don't think you want to fight C-Tuck then. Now let me chill.
Yeah,
let me
some nice shots at the end of the round there. Let's look at this setup here. Naaman coming in with a big cross, but then starts to give him more punishment. It kind of looked like right there at that final shot as he went for the left hook that it almost gave him the read of he was going to the body, and I see that's like Naaman's kind of doing like a Philly shell here to try to make up for it.
Yeah.
But he kind of like set it up to the point where it was more of a looping shot to kind of confuse him, and he caught him upstairs, and it just led to more punishment.
Yeah.
Very nice work here from C-Tuck. Now, granted, was it intentional? No clue, but
Facts. But that's what this is. It's all about. It's about that experience and also your instincts kicking in at times.
you know, this might be insane to say, nothing to do with this fight, but like, you know, well, actually, I guess so. You know, looking into this fight, and I've been playing a lot of UFC 6 recently, and it's given me like a chance to like help like learn my opponents and what they're doing like mid-match, and you know, I'm kind of like using this as a vision or a way to help, and it's kind of working, guys. So you know, if you wanna learn how to adjust to your fighters better, get UFC 6.
Facts.
This is not sponsored. This is not sponsored.
Yeah, but you want to know what is sponsored? Our sponsors, Sheath Elite, 30% off. Use Sheath Elite code. I actually don't know what the code is, but that's all we need.
I got you. The code is SheathUBA30 for 30% off your next match, and we are hating in the chat for no reason.
Let's go.
And I'm just catching strays.
C-Tuck is definitely doing real well with understanding tracking the head and good head movement. Oh, and Naaman right now. He's using some good head movement that he wasn't using in the other rounds.
Nice adjustment here. Oh my goodness! Right overhand, trying to set it up. Big shots here. Oh, but C-Tuck catches him with a nice left hook. Immediately
He was
punishing
playing
him.
around too much.
I did like that setup there. The doubling up multiple times on the jab. Ooh, both
And then coming up with
have
that
their
overhand
hands
was
down.
crazy. No, that was amazing. I think, bro. And the
Yeah,
thing
big
was,
setup there. See if we can
you wanna
see it
know what's
here.
wild? If he would have stayed composed and just didn't think about that showboating, he could have put C-Tuck down.
Yeah, that setup with the right overhand caught it a little bit at the end of the instant replay there. But just in case if you missed it, Naaman set it up with a few jabs and then just went right up top. That cracked him.
Yeah, that was really good. I like that one. And it's stuff like that. Being able to understand like your follow-up, understanding your 2 steps that you're gonna move ahead before you even do it. That's what having a real game plan or a fight plan is. It looks like. Now, one thing I
I'm
want to
getting
see
very
is
tempted to play this game again. Damn it. Damn you, C-Tuck and
Yeah, hop
Naaman.
on it.
You make me want to play the game again. You know, one thing to note in this match that both of these fighters, or more of C-Tuck, I'm saying, he's kind of changing his stance as he's flowing with these punches. He's more of a switch fighter, but Naaman is sitting at that, you know, pundit southpaw stance, you know, being at the lead hand. They're on the fight on getting on the outside. Oh, a little bit of technical issues again. Yeah, see right there. Oh, massive shots coming in. I'm not quite sure from what side. They were all just more of a flurry. I'm going to lean the side more of C-Tuck just because of the bodily behaviors from Naaman right there. But Naaman's getting a few good shots of his own.
Yeah, that double jab is working real good for Naaman, but the thing is, C-Tuck really knows how to adjust and read his opponent, so I wouldn't do that too much. Please put in
Absolutely.
some variants of it.
Ooh, nice little counter slip. Both fighters getting good exchanges. They both hurt. What a massive
Ooh,
left hand coming
C-Tuck.
from Naaman. Oh my goodness, that shot really hurt C-Tuck. C-Tuck trying to take advantage. Yeah, this fight is pretty technical though, for the most part. You know, both fighters are doing what they need to try and get the better of the exchanges here.
Yeah, I just want to see Naaman just respect C-Tuck. C-Tuck has done enough for you to respect him. Lock in.
Last 10 seconds here. Could we see something?
I don't know if we're going to see anything different. If Naaman can put him down, nah.
Yeah, looks like Naaman has definitely found his way into this fight. You know, this is some really good adjustments though. Naaman, he is getting caught a few times on the outside, but he is getting the better exchanges of these fights.
Yeah, I think
right here.
he started to. Yeah, like he definitely needs to throw that away. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of fighters right now in thriller fight have to throw that away, bro. You are not Canelo. I understand the use case for it, but almost nobody uses it well. They always turn their face and then get punched straight in their face, and I'm just like, that's not how you use it. You don't use it for jabs, brother.
I believe, yeah, I think Naaman's getting a little bit too comfortable here. If you can just try and, like, you know, if he can stay composed, stay using that boxing IQ, I think he could go and lead this to a possible decision here.
He needs to have some clean defense. Pretty much what he needs to do is keep those hands up for the most part. Stay defensively sound.
Ooh! Nice inside shots coming in. Man, a lot of people don't realize the movement Naaman's using. You know, just getting out that bad situation. Oh my goodness. Big right overhand to drop C-Tuck, changing the flow of this fight completely. Oh my goodness, early knockdown. We need to see that again.
Get ready.
Oh my, it was the right hand that put him down. Oh wow, we gotta see that in the replay again. Yeah, now Naaman again. See here, feeling himself here. See, this is what you not want to do though, because if C-Tuck takes advantage, he's going. Oh, wait. Oh my goodness. Wow, don't listen to me then.
That was like a four-hit combo.
Wow, he set that up perfectly. I'm pretty sure what he saw there was that he knew C-Tuck was going to counter, did a little bit of a step back, and a left hand. Can we see a possible TKO here? 30 seconds left.
Hey, a lot of punishment on him right now. We might be seeing it. Oh, no, he's keeping the hands down. What is he doing?
Oh my goodness, big shots coming in for Naaman.
Naaman might get put down, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, he's taking very good punishment here. If I'm Naaman, I'm gonna try and end this fight. It looks like that's what he's trying to do. Last 10 seconds.
Oh. Are they going to clinch?
Can we see something here?
He's playing around.
See, like, this is... Oh, wait. Huh? Unless we're just not keeping track, I could have sworn this was a 3-round match. Unless I'm tweaking. Or a 5-round, sorry.
4, so, yeah, 4 or 5.
That was 5? Wow. It just went by way too fast. Man, what a fight, though. Yeah, oh, see, this is where you were mentioning, oh my goodness. This is where you were mentioning C-Tuck just told his corner that he was extremely gassed. And I think it was what had happened was that beginning of the round when he had initially got Naaman hurt, he was trying to really go in, especially just in the beginning. They were really going at it, and I think Naaman was just using that to his advantage, just trying to counter. Amazing work from Naaman, though. Wow, if we could see some of those highlights in replays, it was the most recent knockdown. Like I'm most definitely sure he planned this. Yeah, so he got C-Tuck hurt here. He's doing these barrages, and if you saw right there, he knew C-Tuck was going to counter. Did a little bit of a step back and like almost a cross hook just to set him down. Yeah, C-Tuck he didn't know where he was, man. Step back, boom. Left hand to put him down. God, that was beautiful setup there.
That was a sequence. No, that should be studied. Said
absolutely.
Good fight. No,
I think he was getting a lot of those reads early though, like especially when Naaman was trying to be very front-footed, putting on the pressure, and C-Tuck was just laying it on him. And now that I see later in the round, he was just more on the back foot, playing it very safe, which we love to see. A very good fight IQ here. Granted, I'm gonna say this again because it is AMA. Was this all planned? No clue. No clue, but
Did we bet on this on Cauchy? Can't tell you. Can't tell you. All right, we can't tell.
Staying on Cauchy, coming in, C-Tuck had a 81% chance being the favorite here, but as the fight progressed, it changed.
Everybody sold out their stocks.
Man, that was just a lot of highlights here, though. Especially, man, that first fight just really set it off for every other one. But I believe this is the... I'm coming to the commentator desk and super gluing in duct tape. Okay. Alright.
Duct tape? What does that even mean?
I think he's just trying to say that I need to shut up. Alrighty. Yep, we are coming to the end of this event here. So technically, what we just saw there was the main event, but due to some difficulties and a little bit of rearranging, this will be technically now the main event, I guess. Yeah, let's go come in. Come in sounds better.
Mouthpiece in, seconds out.
All right, now we come here at the very last fight of the night. ANP in the green shorts, Pyro rocking the blue. Some nice stepping in shots from Pyro.
Pyro doing some nice.
Oh, nice 1-2 right there from Pyro. Very nice sequence there.
Got good placement with his punches. Ooh. And you can see that body effort
Ryan
too when he
Pablo,
turns with
the
that right
only
hook.
commentator, his ass lonely. Hey, John. I don't know if you have a little CTE, but Aura's right next to me, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Name and put question mark Aura.
Oh yeah, ANP's getting the end of the exchanges. A big cross to send him down early.
He knows how to put together combination and the power.
Yeah, he's stepping a lot. I think he has found the range a little bit early into this fight, doing a lot of stepping in shots here. Oh, nice cross.
He knows how to push to that guard.
This might be complimenting him because both fighters are southpaw. Getting a little easier to get in those crosses, but don't let anything fool you. Pyro is getting caught a little bit here. See that punishment bar building a bit. Try not to be overzealous.
Getting caught with some body shots, probably.
Yeah, nice head movement here. Ooh. Yeah, NP trying to settle the score here, trying to get that knockdown back. Pyro definitely
one thing I will say is
look.
Pyro Yeah, Pyro has crazy range or, reach. If you see, he has really long arms
Yeah,
for his height.
definitely using that to his advantage. Nice left hand. Some ending shots to close it out. Big statement here entering this fight as a 10-8 round. Man, I'm just tired, bro. I'm hungry.
Look, and with such a long wingspan, it's so funny because his hooks are so tight and on the inside when you see him throw it, and he turns and rotates his body quite a bit. You saw that left cross down the middle, just shooting down, knocks down Ampy. Ampy is landing some good shots. He just doesn't have that same sequence of combinations to stack better long-term punishment. Later in the round, he was able to stack some punishment on Pyro, but it wasn't enough to put him down or to get him fearful of exchanging with him. And that's why it's really good to learn how to slip, because once you do get your opponent punished, you can nullify his hits and his counters with good head movement and distance management.
Seconds out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, ready?
Ampy's going to need to make some critical adjustments here. You can already see the punishment bar for Ampy. Ooh, nice close inside shots though from Ampy. A little bit of a rolling hook there from Pyro. Do not see that often.
Yeah, it seems like Ampy is finally understanding Pyro's game plan. You see, he's a lot closer right now. Pyro's not able to use that range and then that twist to kind of like dip off and move. Ampy's on top of him, like you see right there.
Yeah, gotta keep those hands up, being defensively sound. Yeah, the range on... I think just Ampy's trying to... Oh my god, figure out the range! Because he's getting caught a lot on the outside and he's not sure when to start defending. Wow.
Look at me. You okay?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we see here. Yeah, but like, it's... Could you really blame him, though? Pyro is really on the outside here, but he's catching him so much because of that reach advantage.
Oh yeah, he definitely is. Ampy, I think right now just needs to slip those punches, jab to the body when he throws up high. And then by that time you can rotate around him, more body shots, but you have to get off that line when he's progressing forward. Move out his way. Like that, capture the body on the outside. The outside right there.
You know, a thing to notice here, Pyro's just throwing his main shots, or is that lead hook and those outside 1-2s. I think if he can just start using a little bit more head movement and trying countering off that, he could really get some work done here. Definitely needs to be defensively sound though. Oh my goodness, another knockdown at the end of the round. Man, I believe now just Ampy needs a TKO. Very dominant fight so far. Yeah, it was that left hand. He kind of like stepped off to the side there. More of Ampy kind of like let himself into that shot. Nice closing out match here.
That body effort, the body effort is definitely helping him out a lot with that damage.
Hold on, if you could check your DMs real quick.
I ain't even stressed about it. Hut 1, hut 2, show why they upset about it. Chats with my brothers had me feeling like I'm chosen. I ain't know that they was seeing I was golden. Fresh about that room to atonement. Yeah, now I'm causing commotions. Chats had me figured out. I'm on the route, started out. I was in a drought.
Seconds out.
Just hear 'em out. And the sound I was making rounds. I'm in your town.
ready?
We drought till we flood it now. I'm out of bounds, Look, now I'm in the office with a dope
Right. Like, see there, he kind of just like, Ampy just like sits there and he's just letting Pyro use the range on him. Massive body work there. Good head. Yeah, he's just, I don't know. Everything that Pyro is doing is just completely outclassing Ampy right now. His head movement, his distance management, just a lot of it's being a key factor. Like right there, he's just keeping that lead hand out, you know, just using his reach advantage, trying to confuse Anpy. Nice opening shots again. Oh my goodness.
Now that's the thing. Ampy has the ability to counter in between those body punches. All you have to do is keep those gloves a little low. As soon as he lands that punch, you shoot that glove out. Hook, uppercut.
Well, a little bit of showboating here. I mean, could you really blame him though? Yeah, he'll definitely need to go back and look into the books against this fight. Yeah, that punishment bar. Like, see, the thing is, Pyro isn't... Oh my goodness!
Ooh!
Massive... Like...
It's those straights. He keeps putting them down with that. He doesn't even need to use hooks like that.
Yeah, a little bit of a kind of a double collision there. Kind of a little bit of the game's fault. But, man, needless to say, though... Yeah, and just like Anpy's just letting him work him at the body. Pause. He's just not doing anything really to adjust or be defensively sound as we get into the end of this fight.
Let's fight.
Pyro, ooh, asking to stand and bang.
And this is the big portion of where boxing IQ comes into play, because as you see, Ampy just doesn't know how to unravel Pyro's game plan, even though it's right there in front of us.
The winner is...
Great performance from Pyro. Great use of his reach, movement, everything. He's very complete fighter.
Oh my goodness, look at that scorecard. 30-23. No, oh my. A damage difference of almost 2,000. Very good last and final match. I think Ampy will in fact need to go in the books and watch this fight back. See, I don't know, like, I just felt like Ampy wasn't himself this fight.
I think more training, definitely with being able to block for the body and stuff. He was way too exposed. That's what got him taken out in the fight for the most part. The high guard, you have to use variants of it. You have to close those gloves together so they can't go down the middle. You have to make sure you have your glove ready for uppercuts, and when they're aiming for the chin, under your high guard, and then you need to make sure you cover your ears. So those are the things that he's missing out on right now.
Absolutely. Well, that will be the end of AMA57. A lot of good fights here. Unfortunately, a good bit of them weren't here due to some, you know, I guess, miscommunication, but needless to say, a very good card. Thank you all for coming out, showing through, especially to all fighters. A lot of good performances here. Or is there anything else you want to say?
One thing I want to say is, hey guys, keep training, keep completing your styles, stay in the dojo, in the gym, reach out to everybody that's in the UBA chat, whether they're professionals, even if you're AMAs, reach out to me. I'm down to spar and train everyone. Guys, it's a game, but also above everything, it's an art. Love the art. Keep training, guys. Amazing showcase. We're going to keep it going. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. Very good night. Everyone have a good... Oh, last few words. Sorry.
Shout out to Castle. Shout out to HP. Shout out to Castle for putting this all together. Shout out to our sponsors. Everybody in the building. Pablo, appreciate sharing the stage with you, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the last few little things. July 11th, UBA Houston, where John Jones will be defending his first matchup against Llama, as we can see here flashing on the screen, the official poster. And a lot of other good fights. Rotan and Adonis for the BMF title. Jester coming back to fight Contour. And Japan and Rico making his debut in the lightweight division. A lot of good other fights there. Stevie versus Pooper. Jayzoe Ghost. Kobe Nomics coming back as well. And Natsu. Kaze Kage, as our lead commentator, is also going to be making his professional debut. Hopefully you see there. And he's fighting Nemesis, and M4 will be the official backup for that fight. Needless to say, it's going to be a very good fight. 6 p.m. EST, July 11th. Be there and be square. Everyone have a good night.